Hello everyone, my name is Bella. Today let's talk about this article is about the NASA's Artemis LL mission. First, I will tell you about 10 questions. First one, what is the main goal of the Artemis LL mission? The main goal is carry 4 astronauts on a journey around the moon before returning safely to Earth and test Orion and its systems for future missions that aim to land astronauts on the lunar surface again. Number 2, when is Artemis LL's scheduled to launch? Date and time from where? It's planned for the April 1st in 2026 around 24 past 6 p.m. EDT, and it's from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And number 3, what rocket and spacecraft will the astronauts use? They will use the SLS. It is a space launch system, the most powerful rocket ever built by NASA, and the Orion spacecraft. And number 4, how many astronauts are in the crew? Name all 4 and countries. There are 4 astronauts are in the crew. First one is the commander. Is from USA. That his name is Red Wiseman. Then the pilot and the first black astronaut to orbit the moon is from USA too. His name is Victor Glover. And there are 2 mission specialists. One is from USA and another is from Canada. And this woman named Christina Koch, and another man is named Jeremy Hansen. So this is the 4 astronauts. And number 5, who is the commander of the mission? Last question that I tell you, the commander is an astronaut who is named Red Wiseman. Is from USA. And number 6, how long will the whole mission last? Where will the spacecraft splash down at the end? The mission will last about 10 days, and after the flying around the moon's far side and returning guided by the Earth's gravity, that Orion will splash down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego, California on April 10th in 2026. And number 7, what will the astronauts do during the mission? I think they will also really busy, and they will also to take some photos, make some experience, and they will also to do some experiments and to know something that before that they don't know, and they will hard work in these 10 days, and maybe they will even wave at students back on Earth. And number 8, when was the last time humans went around the moon? Which Apollo mission? The last time humans flew around the moon was during the Apollo 17 in 1972. And number 9, what important things will Artemis LL test for future missions? That it will test the crew safety in deep place, and the Orient's life support and power systems. The third one is navigation and communication far from the Earth. Number 4, it is re-entry and splashdown procedures. And they will test this for these 4 different questions. And number 10, after Artemis LL, what is the next major Artemis LL plan to do? That it is planned for the 2027 and will be the first human landing on the moon since 1972. This is their plan. Now let's talk about some deep thinking questions. First one, Artemis LL will send the first woman, Christina Koch, and the first black astronaut, Victor Glover, around the moon. Why do you think it is important to have different kinds of people in space missions? I think that everyone that in the future maybe they all can go to the moon, but it's not for the few people, so maybe they will send different kind of people to the Earth that maybe the children from all over the world that they will all think that the astronauts that look like me and that they are all the girls, boys, the adults that I can go to the moon too. And so it's really important to send different kind of people in the space missions. Number 2, the astronauts will fly very far from Earth, farther than Apollo 13. If you could go on a 10-day trip around the moon, would you be excited or scared? Why? I think maybe I will also think it's really excited but a bit scared because you need to see the rocket to go on the moon. So I will also feel excited that I can to stand near the moon and I can see is there any what's the difference between the Earth and the moon, and what can we do? Is it really like we can fly in a it's also the rocket different places that we can. It's different, and we also need to sleep in a sleeping bag, and it's not sleep in a bed. So I think they're all let me feel really excited. But maybe I will think that it's also really far from the Earth, and is it really safe, or who will, or is there any aliens? That I will also to worry about that, so maybe I will feel a bit scared. And number 3, in China we have the Chang'e moon missions and talkouts. How do you feel when you see Chinese astronauts, or when Americans send people to the moon again? So I will also think I'm really happy and proud because that the astronauts is not like any people can see them. So I will also think, wow, that I can see the real astronauts. I will ask that I think it's also cool, and I will ask some questions about the rockets and about the astronauts. So I will ask them some questions. And number 4, many Chinese students watch Douyin or Bilibili videos about space and rockets. After this news, do you want to become an astronaut one day? what would be the hardest part for you? So I think that I'd love to be an astronaut, but I think it must be really hard. So I think in our school that now we have some about the science class, and I think if I want to be astronaut, I must be really hard in a science class, and I must know about a lot of things and knowledges in this places. In this place, so I should to pay a lot of time on that, spend a lot of time on it, and to study hard in this part. So I think it's maybe the hardest part for me. And number 5, Artemis LL is a test mission. They are not landing on the moon yet. In school, we do many tests before big exams. Why is it important to test things first, like NASA is doing? So testing is super important because space is a really dangerous place, and if something goes wrong, that astronauts can't just come home quickly. So NASA tests everything again, and to make sure it must be really safe. So testing will help make sure the astronauts come back safely. And number 6, the mission will last about 10 days with no landing. What do you think the astronaut will do every day? Like eat, sleep, work, or look out the window? Would you feel bored or happy? So I think they will be also really busy because they are not for go to the moon for fun. They are all to go there to work and do some experiments that they can't do in Earth. And maybe they need to eat some special space food and exercise to keep their body strong, and talk to the people and what do they know, some new things in the moon. These are the important things, and they need to check all the systems on the spacecraft. And of course that they will also look out the window and look at the weather or some rocks, different things on the moon. So I think they will not be bored at all because it is a new place for people to live there, and I think maybe it's more interesting than the Earth. Okay, number 7. Victor Glover is a pilot, and Jeremy Hansen is the first Canadian to go around the moon. If your class would send one student to space, who would you choose and why? I think I would choose someone who is curious and good at working with others, because that maybe I don't need to choose the smartest student in the moon, because it's not you are smart, then you will go to you can be astronaut or you can go on the moon. It's like you also need to really want to learn about the science and be really brave. And it's about being a good teammate and to sharing what you see and learn with everyone back on Earth. Number 8. After Artemis LL, NASA plans to build a base on the moon. In the future, do you think people will live on the moon like on Earth? Would you like to visit or live there one day? So I think people will live on the moon one day. but not exactly like on Earth. So they will live in special bases where air, food brought from the Earth or made on the Moon, and I think it must be really hard and to live on the Moon. So I would love to visit for a few weeks or maybe months, and to see the Earth from the Moon and walk there, where almost no one has walked before. So I think I would take my friends or my family members, and we will live there to look what's the different and what's the different feelings that on the on the Moon. And number 9, many kids in China dream about space because of movies and news. This made it the first crewed trip to the Moon in over 50 years. How does this news make you feel about the future of space travel? I think that makes me feel really hopeful, and I really wanted to try on the Moon one day, and I hope our technology will let us, everyone that can go on the Moon, and we can drive the rockets and sleep there, live there on the Moon, and I think it will be really excited. And number 10, imagine you are one of the 4 astronauts. What would you say when you see the Moon up close from a spacecraft? What message would you send back to students in China? So I think if I looking at the Moon, and I will probably say that the Moon is really beautiful, and it's really that amazing, and the Earth is so small, but and precious from here, and I will say to the students in China, I will say that keep learning, keep wondering, and keep looking up at the sky. Start hard, be curious, and be kind to each other. That one day you will, like me, and you can be an astronaut, and to see the rockets on the Moon. That dreaming of what's next. That's that I want to send back to the students in China. And that's all. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.